when he had the kids, that was a separate situation.
Oh, don't know about the kids, but
I was like, what?
Hi, this is Nicole.
And this is Sultana, aka Queen.
And you are watching Makeup,
Breakups,
and Martinis.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
And today we have our special guest joining us, Too Tall, and his girlfriend, Kahmarya. Did I say that right? I did. Okay. Well, welcome to the show. You guys know Too Tall as our guest host, and we have them here for an episode of Couples Therapy.
yeah, I'm in a hot seat right now. I'm in a hot seat.
Oh, man.
You're very brave to do this.
Yeah.
You're very brave.
Three women.
I'm gonna just keep.
Three
my
gets what
eyes
I know. So as you know, we start every episode with the mixer question. And today's mixer question, I actually found this on Facebook and I thought it was an interesting question. So someone posted and asked the question, are drunk actions sober thoughts?
Our drunk actions, sober thoughts.
So like, are you really, when you do something when you're drunk, do you really feel like that was something that you would have done if you were sober? But you just had the.
I think the whole drinking part is just it just holds the excuse. I think if somebody was sober and had the same intentions, they'll do the same thing as
So
well.
you do think that's a sober thought, or do you feel like alcohol can really influence you?
The alcohol really definitely does influence it. It just puts the carefree away and just go ahead and just pursue on what you was thinking about.
Yeah. So what do you think, Nicole? Can you say it was the alcohol?
Yes, but I also think that it has a lot to do with like what somebody's going through. So if somebody if I was going through something and I'm trying to think of like something that I was going to go through recently, but if I was going through something in a relationship and I just felt really down on me and I was drinking and I got drunk, I'd probably do something or say
happen,
something.
Nicole? This sounds like a personal. I'm just kidding. No.
Then I'd probably take it out on somebody else. So, and it was just not something like intentionally. It's just something that personally I was going through.
So that's like an anger thing?
Yeah, it could be. Because you can try to hold your emotions and try to hide it with alcohol. And it's trying to that's going to be suppress it. But then that's going to give the actions it's got to come out somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So you can't. So what you're saying is the alcohol can really make you do something that you normally wouldn't do.
It's feelings. It's like what you're thinking. It's a whole bunch of things that are coming out.
It's just whatever the mood is, and it's just that alcohol just give you that boost to want to pursue whatever the mood that you was in.
Yeah, and if you're
So,
if you're angry with somebody, you can definitely take it out on.
Definitely.
What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I think like he said, when you're drunk, it's more so you kind of suppress what you were thinking and doing, but the alcohol just makes you do it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it just makes you do it.
So if someone cheated and then said it was just the alcohol, would that be an excuse? Or do you feel like they would probably do that?
I think it is an excuse in a way. To me, personally, it would depend on who that person is being cheated with.
Oh, got you.
If it's a random, then that's just the alcohol. If it's someone you know or someone you've come into contact before, okay, you're using the alcohol as an excuse.
Right.
That's just personal to me.
So blame it on the alcohol. But yeah, I agree. So today's episode, as we called it, is Couples Therapy. And I just want to ask you guys some questions about your relationship. Not plural.
I kind of want to know how'd you guys meet? Because I love hearing stories like that.
She got the stories. I be forgetting.
You forget.
I be forgetting.
He's very forgetful.
It's not that. It's just
how we
live. We live for today, and hopefully that we can see tomorrow.
That is
so
how do we
just
meet?
Go ahead and.
So in the notebook, you're going to be reading to him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the story on how do we meet? Back in college, I was on the basketball team and stuff like that. I was still an entertainer. I was still a funny guy doing all, a lot of stupid shit. So at some point at that time, all the freezers, all the coolers was down, so they had free sodas given out, blase, blase. So I took the opportunity was just giving out free sodas to everybody that was walking by. So she walked by. I was trying to give her like 5 sodas, but she did not want it. She just kept walking. I just kept forcing it. You know what I mean? And I think she walked by one more time again. Like, I think, like you got like different periods and stuff like that when it comes to the college and things like that.
Yeah.
Then she walked by again. I still offered her, and then she took it, got her information. But even with the information, I still didn't get far. You know what I mean? I think around that time, it was like...
This was like 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a while.
So I think it was like around Christmas time because I know we took a long break. I know college have like a little long period break after finals and stuff like that. And that's what happened. And then with the whole break, I could not find her at all. You know what I mean? And then I ran into her on Twitter, I think.
So you were looking for her?
He found me.
I was looking for her.
He found me.
But I was swinging. I was swinging, you feel me? So, so I found her on Twitter. I sent her a couple of DMs, still don't reply.
So you think it's a chase?
It was a chase, but she's just hardcore as it is now. It still took today.
Like she's still the same.
It wasn't anything purposely, you know what I mean? But it was just the way how she moved and how she carried herself as a woman. You feel me? And that was attractive to me at that point. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, she finally wrote back. I got her number and she sent me the number again on Twitter, and I hit her up and still didn't hit me back. So I hit her back on Twitter. I'm like, bro, like what's going on? You know what I mean?
And what finally made you break? Like, what made you give him an opportunity?
Okay, outside of like him stalking me on Twitter. First of all, I never knew him from a can of paint. So when he found me on Twitter, I had to like, investigate. Like, how did he find me? Like, he didn't know my name.
You didn't remember the soda thing?
Yeah.
You did remember? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to see if he remembered because I explain it all the time.
Got you. Okay.
So
that's funny. Like I'll get a DM request of somebody like I just met passing, but I'll just say my first name and then they'll find me, and I'll always say, I'm like, how did they find me? Like,
exactly. And my name is not
so easy now.
My name is not a Nicole or an Ashley.
Right.
It's Kahmarya. Like you're not gonna find that name.
Yes. Nowadays, all I gotta do is go through somebody's profile one time, and it's gonna show on all different platforms of social media now.
But I didn't have him on anything. Like I literally met him in the hallway. Like no one he was hanging around. Like I didn't know anybody. Like I never seen this man in my life. Like so he found me. I was kind of like curious. Okay, let me see who you follow. Let me see. Let me investigate. Like how did you find me?
Right.
We had mutual people.
Gotcha.
So that's how he ended up finding me. And I was like, okay, wow, I didn't know. Like, okay, maybe I can kind of give this a try. And I like ask people, okay, do you know this person? Like, is he okay?
So you would ask people about him. Yeah. And so then that made you, Yeah.
So it ended up, I just, he was consistent. He was very consistent with getting to know me and like getting my number, getting, like all these things. Like he was very consistent and persistent.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, this was in 2012.
I think that's attractive.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, it was like, dang, why is he so pressed about me? Like, I wasn't really, it annoyed me to the point where like I gave him my number on Twitter and, he was just like, oh, he said something. And I was just like, well, how do you know I even want you to have my number?
Right.
And he's like, well, we could just forget about it.
Well, now, so there had to be something because that happens all the time where a guy may be persistent. And this is me just trying to make sure these guys don't get persistent and think, like it's okay. Right. So for you, what was it? There was an actual mutual attraction at some point after that annoyance phase, I guess.
Yes. He still annoys me.
Okay.
But the persistent, it went on for a few months. Like before I actually gave him my number, it was like a few months before I actually like, okay, maybe I should just give him my number. So just, to kind of ease his mind a little bit.
Gotcha.
Just to be friends.
Yeah.
You need a drink for that one? So, I mean, that's really what it was. Like he was just very consistent and like he didn't let up a couple months, like almost a year, I would say. Jeez. Like he was really like hard with it. So I was like, okay, you know what?
But then when you guys started talking, was there like a thing that
I kind of started to like him a little bit after I kind of, you know, got to know him and like his
Made her
intentions.
pick me up for school every day.
Yes, he really did. Once he
funny.
Once he got my number,
did my homework and all. Stop playing.
Oh my gosh.
It became a
How
kind of fast. Like, kind of fast it did, because he was just, like I said, consistent. So I was still living at home with my parents. Like, he was already out and everything. So to me, okay, so he's independent.
Right.
Like, you know, okay, he's in school. He's, you know, into sports. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like an attractive thing now. I'm kind of like getting to know him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, well, you know, we can see where it kind of goes.
Yeah.
And then, like he said, once he was in there, I need a ride to school.
Then it became needy.
Yeah. So I was like, damn.
Then he became a dependent. I'm just
Then he kind of, you know, got used to me being around. So it just really went from there.
So what is one of the qualities that you like about him, and then the same for you? What is one of the qualities, the best qualities about your girl? Both.
Oh, me? You want to ask
It
me
doesn't
first? The best quality about my girl is the fact that she's like, she take care of herself. Like, she's well spoken, she's independent, she's not afraid to hold her tongue back.
I know that's a good thing.
Yeah, and then the biggest thing is the whole natural beauty of everything. She's just, you know, she's just natural born beauty. You know, man. I'm a big fan of beauty. I mean, not a big fan of beauty, but I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of someone.
Did you say a big fan of booty? Did he say what?
And she always been confident too, as well. You know what I mean? She never been in a situation where she want to compare herself to anybody. You know, it's been situations that I've kind of put myself into, probably liking a picture on Instagram, and you know, I'm glad Instagram took that whole little activity thing off. You feel me? Because now we're going crazy. You know what I mean? But you know, when it came to that, we just, as a male, we just like what we see. We just like our parents were on Instagram, and you know, it's never been a point that she felt like she had to compete with another individual.
Yeah, she was like, well, if you want that, then buy.
Yeah, that's the attitude. I love that. You know what I mean? Talk to me like that.
What about you?
He's very independent, although it seems like he's dependent on me. But he's very attractive in the way he knows kind of like what he wants. You know, like there's times where it doesn't seem that way, but he made me realize, okay, I can be more independent with myself. Like I said, I was always living at home. He was already on his own, you know? So as a guy, like that's you know, it usually kind of like reversed. Like, you normally get a female who's on her own and the guy is still at home. But the tables were turned, and he kind of opened my eyes to, you know, you don't have to rely on your parents. So it was his idea for us to even move in together. And this was 3 years ago now.
Yeah, I was in the hole when I caught her. I was in the deepest situation. He
was still going through some things on his own. Okay. But I don't know, like just the way he carries himself, same thing, like appearance wise, he carries himself very differently from other guys. And I don't know, just his independence as well is like very calming to me.
Like that ambition.
Yeah, like the ambition that he
security,
has. And
like you said, okay.
You know, like not a lot of guys are like that. Like they don't portray themselves to be that way, you know?
Gotcha.
So
all right, I said one more thing.
What do you want?
You said one more nice thing about me.
Say one more nice thing?
Yeah. What else you like about me?
Your haircut.
Oh.
I do like it better.
That was
you
a good
look
move.
your age. You look mature.
I'm 24 now. You didn't know.
I was like, what?
We're the same age.
Okay.
No, I'm 24 now. With the
we're 26.
Okay.
So you guys
She's
been together for...
We've been together.
Say it with me.
8 years. 2012.
8 years is a long time.
I know.
8 years is a long time.
Look, the hand. Yeah. Ooh, that's one of those questions.
So I'm sure, like, for that amount of period, like, you guys had to have some kind of, like, troubles or, like...
Yes.
So...
Yes, we've had. Lots. You had to drink to that.
On her end, but not on mine, though.
Don't let him fool you. It was all on him.
I mean, as males, we make mistakes, you know?
Did you want to expound on the mistake or? This is couple therapy. So
There's been infidelities.
It's been a while since I made mistakes. Put it like that. She still holds me for anything I did 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
So there's been cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not cheating.
Yes.
Not cheating.
What would you call it?
Like accidents. It was an accident.
No.
It's like a Geico accident.
An accident is
he was drunk
once.
Yeah.
An accident is maybe 2 times. If it's past that, it's not an accident.
Gotcha. So how did you guys work to repair that or get past that?
I think it came from her. With her being strong and giving me opportunities and the chance, really. Because at some points, you know,
Call them opportunity.
at some points, I know I fucked up deep to the point that I know that I don't deserve another chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and she comes through and give me the opportunity.
Do you think that there's going to be a point where, say, if you have another accident, like she might really? That's her last straw.
I'm on my last stage. You know when you at the borderline and you know if you slip up, that's it. Not just relationship wise, but anything, even with your job, coming in late. You know if you come in late one more time,
yeah,
that's it. Yeah, that's. I've been in this hot water for like 2 years now.
So now, what led you to cheat? Was there a reason?
First off, I did not cheat. Black men don't cheat.
Okay,
He cheats. He's cheated.
Yeah, on accident.
You said on accident.
Accident.
There may have been one accident.
What led me to cheat?
Ooh,
I was drugged.
you were drugged?
Yeah, I was drugged, man.
Are you serious?
The date rape.
Yeah,
Bill Cosby? Every
I
time?
woke up the next day horrible, feeling.
And it was the same person or different people?
Different people.
And they all had access to the same drug?
I don't know why they want to do that to me every time.
Got you.
Excuses.
Right.
Like,
Do you
Take
ever?
accountability.
it hurts.
Did you guys ever have those conversations afterwards?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
So when you have those conversations, and I'm sure he said, "I'm sorry," do you feel
Mhm.
like it's truly genuine and that he means it?
I feel like he's sorry because he's gotten caught.
Yeah.
You know, once it's past the first time, maybe it was a real sorry.
Right.
But after the conversations that we've had and like the emotions that I've had to express to him, and he went and did it again, it's kind of like, okay, I don't know if your sorry was really a sorry because you went and did it and now this is a different person, you know?
Right.
So it's like, are your sorries genuine or are you sorry because you know that I know?
Right.
You know that I found out,
Right.
you know? So it's kind of, it plays a mental thing on me because it's, you know, I have feelings. I'm a person, you
Right.
know, not just because you have accidents or you're drugged, you know, that's always going to be something that sits okay with me.
Right.
Because if the tables were turned,
Oh, they wouldn't handle it.
you'd be gone.
I would have left
Yeah.
you.
You'd
Yeah.
be gone. And
Yeah.
we've had these conversations where it's like, if put me in your shoes, if I did what you did just once, or not even go all that way, but if I made you feel like I went that way, if a feeling to you would want you to leave me, imagine how I feel.
Right.
I've been in your shoes, so I know.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm speaking for myself.
Mhm.
So mentally, like, I was okay. I took my ex back over and over and over,
Mhm.
but it really did a big damage to me that I
Yeah.
had no clue of until like after the fact. And that's why I'm saying like I
Yeah.
could drink to suppress feelings.
Mhm.
But did it ever play on your confidence?
Right.
Of course, because if you're out with, if it's the same person, it's like, okay, you have a thing with this person.
Right.
If it's multiple females, it's like, okay, now you're looking for other things. Now you're trying to in a way, you're comparing me to these people because maybe I don't have what she has. I'm a confident person. I've never been insecure about myself, you know, and I don't have a reason to be. But if you're going out and you're pursuing this one, that one, and this one, they don't look how I look. You like the natural beauty, you like all of this on me, but
I'm going after the opposite.
you going after the complete opposite.
saying, yeah.
You know,
I don't know why you guys do that.
You know,
It's like, well, I thought you said you didn't like that.
But on our first
Exactly.
episode, we said experimenting. We like
Experimented.
experimenting.
That was
experiment. That's fine. Don't experiment when you're in a relationship.
exactly.
Go ahead, experiment, but
No,
don't
I'm talking
expect me
about for
to.
the guys out there. That's what they're doing.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
what were you doing?
Or are you talking
You were still talking.
Are you talking about the iPhone analogy that I brought up like twice, where it's like you have something good at home, but then you want to experiment because there's other. Yeah. But then what do you do to make your girl feel secure or like that won't happen again? Like, what are the steps that you took to rebuild that trust?
What I need to do, is stay in house more. I need to stay inside more. I'm more of a nighttime person. She knows I stay during the day. I'm at home. Mm-hmm. I'm working on my clothing. I'm doing like a whole bunch of designing, marketing, and all that stuff. So I like to adventure when it comes to nighttime. You know what I mean? Because that's when everybody's off of work. You know what I mean? Especially with my guy friends. And I do it with and I put my guy friends on speaker also. I really wanted her to let her know that it's not me. Because a lot of times she'd be making it seem like it's me that wants to go out and adventure.
What do you feel like your friends influence your behavior?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But, it's also at me at the end to make the final decision. You know what I mean? I'm not going to miss out on a fun adventure with my guys. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's just boundaries and steps that can be taken. That's because of them. But I don't push the limits. I be chilling.
Do you trust him now?
Out of a 10, I trust him about a 7.
That's good though.
He's like, that's good.
You're like, that'd be a 70.
That's a passing story, yeah. But but I've been working a lot on my trust, you know what I mean? And that's what I've been wanting to do, make her trust me a lot of the time, because a lot of times when I be adventuring, I send her my location. She's the type of person that doesn't sleep when I'm out, and I don't like that.
I can't sleep when
it's like, while I'm out adventuring, like I got her in the back of my mind, knowing the fact that
you're so funny. You don't like that because you're like, I want to stay out.
Yeah, I don't.
But really, she's worried for you.
Yeah,
so.
You know what I mean. But
and I'm worried because he's gone out and gotten arrested,
right,
and things like that. Like he's gotten into trouble, and so he's had my car and gotten arrested. Even closer to coming to the house. So, and this is 3-4 in the morning, things have happened.
Yeah.
So I can't sleep when he goes out now. Like I'm in and out of sleep. Even if it doesn't matter what time of day, what day of the week it is, I'm in and out of sleep. So when I have to get up in the morning, I'm half dead going to work because I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Baby, you can sleep.
I'm not going to sleep.
You can sleep.
Oh my gosh. Do you ever feel like you could, change your entertainment life to appease her, or?
I mean, I wouldn't simply say I'll change it. I want to bring her a part of it to see what's going on. You know what I mean? Because from her sitting from outside looking in, she might see it as me entertaining hoes. You know what I mean? Females, or just, doing too much for the party. But it's not that. I'm an entertainer, period. But you know how I am. You know what I mean? I'm an entertainer for everybody. You know what I mean? From the males and the females, and just, you're in my scenery. I want to make sure everybody's having the right type of vibe. I want everybody to have the right type of energy I have, that I got going on.
But he puts that on himself. It's not asked of him. So to me, that's going beyond what you should be doing. People are already out there to have fun.
Have fun, right, right.
Why do you feel you have to be the one to buy everybody drinks and, be the class clown?
Yeah.
Like, why
now you even say this up, class clown. I was class clown in high school.
This ain't high school.
Yeah, but
you're 26 years old. But
it's just levels of things that you just can't change. It's just in me. Even if I want to be changed, I cut my dreads off so I can look more significant. What is it called? Sophisticated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? More business-like and all that stuff. But at the same time, it still doesn't change the personality of who I am in the inside. You know what I mean? When I come approach you, Nicole, I'm going to still show you the same love. You know what I mean? The same hug, and you want to drink, and that's how I am. You feel me? Me buying you a drink is to her is like you out here buying hoes drink. I'm like,
so how do
you,
she said no, like I think you buying me a drink, and then you buying a girl with booty shorts in the club,
or
with
a like dress, and then, of your girlfriend.
Yeah, but nobody knows the relationship between me and that girl at the low cut. You feel me? I gotta respect them how they being presented. I gotta respect them how they brought this up, and that's the type of person I am. You know what I mean? I don't judge people. Even if folks change on me, I'm gonna still hold you for who I expected you to be and who you was when we first met. You know what I mean? So he's
a very passive person.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I got a heart. You know what I mean?
I'm not. We're opposite. We're opposite, as you see when it comes to that. We're very opposite.
So my question is, how do you feel knowing that what you do affects your relationship? Like, how does that feel? Like, do you?
I mean, like I said though, I tried to give her the opportunity to join the nightlife with me. Cause this is something I want to do. I'm not gonna say I'm passionate about it, but this is something I got the great skills for, and I'm into multiple opportunities. You know what I mean? And this is an opportunity that has been given to me, and I gave her the chance to come work with me. But her response is, "Make sure your hoes don't say nothing to me at the door." That's when she got cut off. I'm like, okay, it's not gonna work. Yeah,
but I mean, that's the truth. You want to make sure that your girl has, priority, and everybody knows who she is.
Yeah,
and
man, everybody knows who she is. You know what I mean? The relationship is not blind. Understand that. We've been together for 8 years. If you telling me I hit this relationship for 8 years, then I am a pro. Crown me right now. Give me a shot. Let me get a shot. Get a shot. If I hit
He wanted me. He asked me if, with the whole limelight thing, if I wanted to work with him and be his door girl. I said, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that, but you need to make sure that your hoes, and yes, I'm going to put that out there, because there are times when people will walk past me and look at me a certain way, and I'm, well, why does she feel this?
No, babe.
Yeah.
No, babe.
First why?
Now let's get to that.
There's different things.
Now let's get to that.
Yeah.
So it's been plenty of times we go out, we enjoy, have a good time, we parlay, we swing like more. And she always thinks she finds the right person that she thought that I was messing with.
So you never disclose the person or people?
I never, but she goes through phones.
Okay. So
called out the.
She called out plenty of them.
Okay, now. So here's the thing. You found out he didn't tell you. Would you ever be in a situation that you would tell if you were to be unfaithful?
Even if it was an accident, he's never come out and said, you know what?
I messed up.
I had this accident. There's even times where I never used to go through his phone, but as that woman's sixth sense, that we really do have, we know when something is wrong. We know when something is definitely shifted. Yeah. So if you're not going to tell me, even if I ask you and you're lying to my face, I'm going to go find out. Mm-hmm. Because you're not being truthful. You're not being honest. And how can I be in a relationship where you're not being honest?
Why don't men tell? I'm just curious.
Because you can't tell. You can't say something like that.
But if it's an accident, why not? Why not put that out on Front Street?
Plenty of times,
because there was an accident.
Plenty of times it's not an accident for other men out there. My accidents are...
Yours are pure accidents.
I'm the real accident. But what I've been realizing and seeing and witnessing, these dudes out here, you know what I mean? Their accident is just... It's not accident. It's just something that was planned for. And the opportunity was given. And they took it. But they got caught. You know what I mean? Everybody will love opportunity that's being given and not have to deal with any type of bad result.
I really need you to break down one of these accidents, because I think it would help other people to understand how someone.
It's not an accident.
I know.
Let's not even it's not an accident.
Because he keeps saying it's an accident. But
it was an accident.
It's just like you got to break down how that's an accident. Like, how can you
of one
accident
that you really believe is an accident?
Yes.
Okay. Which is like a drunk night.
Remember? Yes.
And not to give cheaters credit, not to say that you're a cheater, but it can happen. Some women do pursue men and they go after guys, and they like what's unavailable or something like that. So that can happen.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what it is.
That's what I was wondering. Like,
females that know he's in a relationship because he has put it out there, but to me, that's what I call a hoe. Mm-hmm. If you know this man is in a relationship and you're still pursuing him, you're coercing him into getting with you purposefully.
Yeah. And that's what I was looking for. Like, could it have been that kind of situation
but
where
at the same time,
it takes two to tango? Man. Yeah.
You're a grown-ass man and you know what it is. If you have me sitting at home, don't pursue something, because if, again, the tables were turned and I went and, was coerced in... I need some more liquor. If I was coerced in being with someone who was buying me drinks at the club and, complimenting me and making me feel good at the club, would you want me to go home with him? No.
Just don't say nothing about it.
You said so you wouldn't want to know?
Just don't say nothing. You hear?
I mean, because I'm kind of in that.
Well, he doesn't. Of course he doesn't.
Well, I mean, because I can kind of, like, I'm kind of in that way where I have to be social. And, like, if I post something, guys will comment. And thankfully, I'm not in a relationship. But if I am, I don't know what I would do because now I don't know how,
draw that line.
How to draw the line. But, so it's just
you would have to talk to your partner about
what the comfort level is.
Exactly. And what lines you shouldn't be crossing.
Yeah. And I think that you're very open. So it sounds like you're okay with him having attention. Mm-hmm. So what are some of the lines that...
He can do his entertaining and things like that. That's not an issue to me. Yeah. It's when, like I said, you can buy somebody a drink, but if you're consistent with buying just this one female a drink and, you're just talking to her now and now you exclude the rest of the group, now you're pursuing her. Mm-hmm. Now you're trying to make this a thing between the two of you.
Right.
It's not just about also social media. You can add her, but then you're adding just her. What happens to the rest of the people that you came there to entertain?
Right. And you can start a conversation, but not like keep it going, like just keep it business.
So you think he has enough self-control to handle that?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Anyways, listen, I love my girl. You know what I mean? We're going to be together forever.
Well, that was one of my questions on the list. So can you guys see marriage in the future?
Oh, yeah. Marriage is definitely in the future. The reason why she has not been proposed yet, because why? Her goddamn parents.
Oh,
don't do that. Not on the YouTube channel.
Don't damn my parents.
Goddamn parents always ask me when I'm going to marry her.
And you know what's funny? My parents ask him, when is marriage coming into the question? And his parents ask me, when are kids coming into the question?
I don't like it. I want
it. Well, after they want it.
It's not a surprise after that.
It's not a surprise?
Yeah, it's not a surprise after that.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have to know. Maybe, like, you could call her parents and be like, look, it's in the works or something. Like, I think they just want, even if it's in the future, I think they just want, they want a conversation.
No, but I mean, I feel like everybody should know that I'm finna get married. This is the girl I'm finna marry. If they ain't noticed it, then I don't know what they've been watching.
But like, it seems like African American males, you guys will just play house for the longest and not really take like a relationship serious. Our marriage, you guys won't.
Yeah, they do. They do play.
Oh, they do?
They do.
Exactly my thought. Exactly my thoughts. And I expressed that to him too. Like, I do a lot. Like, I just have a title as, a girlfriend. Like, I didn't have to do any of the things that I do.
Yeah.
Like the things that I do, that's for a wife to do. A lot of the things that I've done, and I'm going to go back to, when he had the kids, that was a separate situation.
Oh, don't know about the kids, babe.
I was like, what?
Don't know about the kids.
You got some kids?
Shit.
How many kids you got?
You are a professional hider.
I was like, what?
Oh, man. Okay, explain, babe, since you already said it.
Well, I thought
from the beginning, which is just do like a 2-minute summary.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So with the whole infidelity situation.
80 seconds.
No. With the whole infidelity situation, there was a female that he came into contact with, and
I was drugged.
Whatever.
Okay.
And, she ended up becoming pregnant, and she told him that they were his. And I say they because it was twins.
Oh, dang.
So,
so we broke up.
So that I did end up leaving him because of that.
And then you met with somebody else.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, okay.
But you guys were broken up.
Exactly.
So
you were on a break.
You had a whole family.
Right.
We were broken up, and he doesn't like it.
Right.
And I think he doesn't like it because he knows the person. But it wasn't like in his friend circle. He just
knows who it is.
The person. Mutually. But
you have to fight me, boy.
Anywho. So it ended up turning out, once he and I moved in together with our first apartment, we moved them into our home and things like that. And we literally took the next steps in almost becoming like a full family.
Oh, wow. With the kids?
With the kids involved. And we had a one bed. It was just him and I. So we had a 1-bedroom, this and that. We were going to upgrade the apartment. We were going to do all these things. And it ended up turning out that she lied and they weren't his.
Jeez,
Oh, wow.
Louise.
And they were 2.5 years old at the time.
Wow. So the 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was something that kind of took a toll on him. And I knew at that point, whatever he dished out on me, because I know I'm the closest person, was just his emotion and his feelings as a man. And that was another reason why I tell him, you know, I do a lot, you know, and I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take into accountability my feelings and the things that I've done, because you already know how many things you've encountered. You know, so you need to respect me on all levels.
So what would be the straw that breaks the camel back? Because that's going through a lot. Like
and a lot of people don't know these things, but he does. And that's what I remind him, because you can't forget the things that I have done and, you know, been there with you. And there's other things, you know, 8 years it's like a long time. We were together since we're 19 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so
is there like something that would,
if he cheated on me again and I found out, his life will be taken.
This would be a snapped episode.
So if you see RP shirts,
oh my gosh,
you know why.
And do you have any concerns about like walking into marriage with the history in the past, or do you feel comfortable?
Honestly, I feel like I'm always going to have those concerns in the back of my head. But again, it's up to him to take those concerns and those feelings and those emotions away.
Okay.
You know, and if he cannot do that, then it wouldn't be a marriage, because that's just telling me I don't feel secure in my relationship. So why would I go forth with a marriage?
Mm-hmm. Well, would you ever consider counseling?
This is counseling.
This is not counseling.
This is counseling. I'm hearing everything that I need to hear. This is counseling.
You need a real certified therapist.
Shoot, ask me questions. Ask me how I feel now.
No, it's not about the questions.
Yeah.
It's more about the actions.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when you go into counseling, they give you guys projects to do.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, wow.
And I brought this to his attention a couple of times, and he's like, I don't need a counselor. I don't want to talk to a stranger. And
Like,
this is the reaction.
why we just don't work on ourselves? Counseling, all that extra stuff.
Because it doesn't seem like it's gotten through to your head. We've had conversations. We've been down this road.
And that's all we have to do, conversate and then talk about everything that we're going through, and that's it.
But if we have a conversation, it shouldn't be about the same actions that were already taken.
Well, what I will say, and I don't know if this is a cover, but I don't know if you feel the hurt that you put her through. I don't know if that's something that you really understand. Do you feel like you understand what you've put her through?
I don't think he does.
Yeah, I don't feel it. I mean,
oh damn! And I think that's what counseling will help you with, is like really
to really see
what
feel my hurt, because it hurts. It literally it's like a physical hurt, even though you haven't physically done anything to me. But the actions have caused a physical hurt, which is a big thing.
No, it makes sense. It makes a whole complete sense though.
But I don't know if you felt it.
I felt it now, just for the fact that what you're trying to stand for, it just all about something that you just can't feel yourself. It's just the other individual that I'm damaging consistently is going through the whole painful situation. So I know, I feel it now though. I tell you,
you really are not gonna feel it.
Yeah,
until she leaves. And the day she leaves and she means it, that's when you'll feel it.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't never leaving me though. And
when I left him, he felt it. He did feel it. He did feel it, because I blocked him. I blocked all his friends, his family. I blocked everybody, because I just needed that moment to myself.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hear any, but Josh is this and Josh is that. And it was just a lot, because I'm involved with his family. I'm involved with his friends, because everybody's around us. And so I tuned everything out.
You know what? I love that you said his name, because
Josh.
Yes.
They don't know me as Josh.
Because we don't. And I think that's what we're talking about, is you're two different people. So you're Josh when you're with your woman, and you're too tall.
I'm actually 6 different people. I'm 6 different people.
Well, you need to get an exorcism for that. That sounds like schizophrenia. Yeah.
I don't think she ever called me too tall.
No, because she doesn't know you as that person.
Never.
Yeah. And that was a persona that came after, or was that something like when you met him, he was already that name or?
He was always Josh and he was always Too Tall. I think when I met him, he introduced himself as Too Tall.
But you knew Josh.
Yeah, I said I don't care for the fake name. You know, like what's your name?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I can K.
Yeah.
Well, who the hell is K?
Right.
You know,
right.
like that, you know, that's your street name. That's, you know, your friend name. I'm not your friend.
Right.
You know, that's something you can keep over there. To me, that's somebody else for those people. And I know who you are. So you're Josh to me.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you see yourself growing together? Like, what does the future look like for you guys?
Ooh.
That's his question.
Ooh, we're gonna be in the big boy mansion,
Okay.
three car garage.
I'm gonna just drink.
How many kids? I need 4 kids.
You want 4 kids? Okay.
Yeah, I love kids because even with the twins, you know what I mean. I had to go through the experience of taking care of 2.
And that's another thing
I need
that
2 on
that's
top of
crazy.
that.
attracted me more.
I'm a daddy.
Oh,
I'm
because
a-
you saw that.
Because
He
I
was.
got to see at least how he would be as a father.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing for me. You know, you can say, yeah, I want kids. Yeah, I want this. But how are you really going to react if I told you I was pregnant and, you know, we had the kids later down the line? You know,
Right.
how do I know you're going to be that respectable father that
Right.
you should be to your kids?
Right.
I
you
love
know.
kids, man.
He
I love
really
kids.
does. He really does.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys moved the kids in. You guys were making room for them. So
Mhm.
it was something that you could really see that he was involved. So that's
Yeah.
good. What about you? What do you see?
I want kids. And that's funny because
The future, babe. What you see our future looking like?
you have to look like that.
Yeah, I want to know.
I'm here. I mean, I've always been here. I'm not going to say I'm not going to leave if something happens, but
So you gonna let me lead the way?
you're supposed to lead the
Okay,
way.
say that. I'm gonna put you in the big crib, nice cars.
As
You
a
know
man,
what?
you're
Look,
supposed to lead the way.
You're describing your future as a music video. And all she said is, I'm here. That's
Two
it.
different
But-
That's all
things.
he wanted to
But the
hear.
beautiful
Yeah.
part about it is that I'm not on the internet and I'm not rapping.
What?
What does that have to do with anything?
That's what rappers do. You know what I mean?
No,
Talk
yeah,
that
I'm just
bullshit,
saying, like,
talk that bullshit,
you
and
having
when
a
they-
mansion and a nice car.
I don't want to mention. I don't want none of that.
Yeah.
What nice crib? Because for some reason she don't think this is luxury.
So I think you guys are looking at 2 different things, and you guys have to get on the same page of what you guys both want. Because
He
you want
always
the
is
show.
extra. He
Yeah.
likes to show. He likes to put on, and you know, he likes everything big
Yeah.
and extravagant. That's where I tell him he's not humble. You know, I tell him you need to humble yourself sometimes because things like that is not needed in order to keep us together.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
that has nothing to do with anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we can have a 10 mansion, a 10 bedroom, and cool,
Oh,
but
no,
that has
10.
nothing
You said
to
not
do
10.
with
Real.
you know the reality of things.
I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to, because I have this question. When he was cheating, did he ever blame you? Like, I cheated because you don't do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you take it
Yes.
back, or you still?
Okay, yeah. It was a
No, he did
situation.
not take it back.
Yeah, I kind of blamed it on her. I found out.
But you knew it wasn't her.
It wasn't her though. I know it wasn't her. You know, as a situation, it's like standing in front of a judge. You're trying to do whatever to not get prosecuted, and I had to put the type of blame on her. But
He did. He put the blame on me for a situation that he knows. That
Did you believe it?
no.
yeah,
But you see, and this is
she
why-
had to go through it. She had to go through it.
This is why I feel like counseling would be very helpful for you guys, just like a couple, because like being able to say I blamed her, but I know that it wasn't her, so that she doesn't, you know, carry that weight of it being her when you know it's you, and you're taking those action steps with yourself to like not do it again. So
No, but she knew that the situation that I got myself into, that it had to do a part of with her lack.
He said my lack. And okay, to be honest, there were times that I feel like, okay, maybe I could have.
was it like a sexual thing like that?
Yeah, it was
not
like
enough-
that. It was, you know, me like timing, and because I work a 9 to 5, like he's home. You know, I work a 9 to 5 and then I have another job. So I'm barely home because I'm out making money. You know,
Yeah.
there's things that I have to also do in order to keep going for the both of us.
right.
And there were times where, yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry, I can't have sex with you 6 days a week because you're home during the day. So you have that energy, so I don't have that energy. And he was always reverting back to, oh, remember the times where we were at your parents' house and, we did these things. And I'm like,
you guys have real bills and a life and things like that.
A life now. Like, we have this life. We have to be responsible. Like, I can't just be free will.
So now the table's turned now.
The table's turned?
Because I've been just chilling. I've been chilling.
What does that mean?
Because I work a lot.
She asking for it now. Put it like that.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, she's asking asking for it, not like to be cheated on. I was like, what?
The table's turned now. Because it's like, you know what I mean? I've been like, lately, I have not been so caught up with the whole sex thing. I have not been needy. I haven't waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be like, hey,
But that's something that, and I've not been married or been in a long-term relationship, so I don't know. But like that sex drive thing is a big part where it's like, how do you manage, especially with kids, when you have kids and, being on different schedules. And does that give a person the right to cheat because, life gets in the way? So
it doesn't give you a pass.
Working 2 jobs and plus that should be sexy enough to be like, baby, let me do something for you.
Yeah, right. A lot of times after you working 2 jobs, you're not in a sexual position of just wanting to have sex though.
Right. And then you should be more catering to her needs. Not going out looking.
Just go straight.
Get some lotion.
Rub my feet.
Right. So you know what? After today, I will start catering more for the fact that she does work all day, and I will start catering to her feet, giving her massages and all that stuff. How about that? Just for y'all.
And he knows that. Just for them.
This is therapy.
I've been here for 8 years.
What's it called? What's it called?
We had the conversation.
Hey, it was just like 2 days ago. She did throw her feet at me. And I'm looking like, man, come on.
She casually threw it on.
Come on,
lean back.
I had a long day too, man. What you doing? But yeah, I will start opening up, and I know that's what I need to do as you know what I mean, as the male in the relationship. I need to start opening up more because I like to keep a lot of my situation closed.
Well, that's a man thing too.
I like to tell her,
and I know that.
I like to tell her my situations last minute. I like to tell her last minute. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm not out here looking for help. I would never be out here looking for help. You know what I mean? But the person that's in your corner, which is your soulmate. So that's when it comes to the whole. That's who you're supposed to talk to about all your situations. So I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to just adapt. We got a board in the room now.
That's good.
That's
like
her, though.
do different projects and things.
You bought it. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I bought it, but it would have never had nothing on it. It would
have in there collecting dust.
It would have had nothing.
Well, I would love to hear from you guys in like a year or so and see how things have progressed.
Get the wedding invite.
I know, right? Even if it's virtual, if we're still quarantined. There was one more question that I wanted to ask, and is, what is the best gift that you've gotten from your partner?
The best gift I got.
I give her a lot of gifts. I do a lot of shit. I'm gonna tell you about the gift she got me though.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go.
No, you go first.
I know what you're talking about.
You go first. Go ahead. Tell me what I took in your birthday. And
oh my gosh.
What we did for your Valentine's and.
But like the most meaningful, sentimental thing.
It was meaningful.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it was last minute. But
because he's a very last minute person.
Sounds married already, you guys.
I don't know. He does things a few hours before. Like, that is him, and I don't know why. Like, I try to explain to him, you can't always do things like that. Like, plan, please. Yeah. Because when he's like that, then he starts getting on me. Babe, I really need you to do this. Can you help me do this? And now you're stressing me the hell out because you're a few hours before. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You're raising my blood pressure.
But what is one of the best gifts?
The best thing I can honestly say he did for me was, like he said, Valentine's Day last year, because he didn't do anything this year, but I'm gonna let that slide. It was Last year.
What is it? Corona. The coronavirus fucked up everything.
You know, you brought that up.
Yeah, the coronavirus just messed up a whole.
Yeah.
You guys been together. Y'all were just.
Coronavirus just started.
That wasn't for Valentine's Day.
All right, Valentine's Day this year, last year.
Anywho, last year, I was in physical therapy and stuff like that, and he kind of surprised me in a way that was very unexpected.
Okay, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
I didn't expect it.
I decorate this bitch. I put balloons from the up ceiling to the down. I had a massage person ready. I had a cooking girl going crazy in the motherfucking
Well, let
kitchen.
her finish. Let her finish.
Go ahead. Too long.
Okay.
Listen, crazy. You feel me? So I'm in the room just cooling it.
Oh, my God.
Just enjoying the 2 hour, 3 hour pleasure. You know what I mean? She got the best massage. She got the best food. She got the whole little lighting the candle. Like,
Yeah.
it looked good.
It was good.
Okay.
It was really nice.
Was,
so it was more thoughtful than him saying, okay, let's go out and do this.
Right.
Yeah.
He put actual thought into it.
Yeah.
Like he's the type of person who he's never done that. Like he's like, okay, we can go here. Let's book a trip to go there, and there. Because the year before?
Trips. Yeah, we booked trips.
The year before for my 25th my 25th. And again, I didn't know, but it was the best thing. Like I've never been out of the country with anyone besides my family. So he booked us a trip to go to Cancun.
Aww.
So I've never done that with anybody. So
you ain't no boyfriend. You ain't no boyfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho, so that was one thing. I was like, okay, so he can be an intimate person, you know, like it's not always about, you know, for show. Like he really took the time to do this for me. And then that was that year. And then the year after that, he did the whole Valentine's thing.
This year I got you though. Your birthday June, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. I got something big.
So you could see the other sides of him, where he could be romantic and thoughtful.
Yeah, and he is a romantic person when it comes to me. Sometimes.
Nice. What about you? What's one of the best gifts you got from her?
I'm gonna let him talk shit first. I know he's gonna talk shit.
Okay.
Shit, the best. It was a collared shirt.
A collared shirt.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
That is really you gonna make it sound dry.
I was like, there's no significance behind the collared shirt.
It was blue.
You've never had a blue collared shirt before in your life? That's so sweet.
It was a blue collar shirt.
Okay.
Do you still have the shirt?
There's no meaning behind the blue.
No, but listen, me on my end, I never expected anything from her.
Gotcha.
You feel me? Because I've been in the wrong plenty of times. I've been in the whole, you know, the whole situation of I gotta make up for a lot of things. You know what I mean? So it never been the time to where that I've been the fully good man that you would consider. You know what I mean? To where that I deserve something. You know what I mean? So that's why I put it back in my head. But she believes that I got a high expense.
Which he does.
I don't think I do. Yeah, but it's
what kind
more
of shades are you wearing? I'm just kidding.
Right, thank you.
I was like, those Gucci shades.
So I don't hold her to anything. I don't hold her to anything. I don't expect her to do much, but one thing about it, like she does like to fulfill when it comes to things like this. When it comes to like gifts and surprises,
I'm
baby
a thoughtful
showers.
person.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm a thoughtful person.
Like we would go to baby showers and she'd be like, "Man, let's just get a diaper." I'd be like, "Hell no, let's get some shirts, diapers, and goddamn baby stroller." You know what I mean? So it's just, you know,
I'm the thoughtful person.
Yeah, so it just comes to her when it comes to the fact that, you know, it comes a lot to the situations of she made me realize and help me money management. That's what you need to go to. You need to go to accounting.
Oh my gosh.
You go to accounting.
There you go.
She says,
You're adding another job to what
I know, right?
She says,
how many things I need to do?
Yeah. A lot of money.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I mean, you know, thank you guys for sharing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got one more because I saw this post and it was like this quarantine going on. It was like, this is a real true test of relationships.
I heard that. And it was something like, oh, we're gonna see like if your man has really been cheating on you because you're with him like
all
during
the
day.
time.
So, all the time now. Like,
I saw it was like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but guys, check on your side chicks. They're really pissed off right now.
I was like, oh my God. And I told myself this year I'm not gonna go through his phone, and I told him. So I'm trying to.
But you've been going through my phone though.
No, I haven't.
So why are you waking up on the side of my bed?
Anyways, so
lying.
let's keep this item.
Okay, so hey, but what was the question?
How are you guys holding up in this quarantine together? Like, because we don't know how long it's gonna last, and we're gonna go through a lockdown. So
she comes through clutch. She's more hands-on with the whole quarantine situation. Me, I'm still swinging. You feel me? I'm still just...
I think you're fine. Will you be able to handle him all day?
I know.
I'm cooling. Like she don't know what I do.
He's gonna bring the party to the house.
Listen, all I
He's already trying.
all I need is speakers and some Wi-Fi. That's all I need. Speakers, Wi-Fi, and the PS4.
So none of the food? You don't need none of that? I can take it
Right,
back?
no food.
Oh, shit. My mom cooked, right?
No.
Oh my
She ain't
gosh.
cooking. The restaurant closed, too?
It's close.
She's really good for you. Like, she is your manager. She manages your life. I don't know what you would do without her.
He's very thick-headed. Very thick-headed.
That might be the Haitian part. Shout out to all my souls. I'm Haitian too. But thank you guys again for joining us. Did you have any other questions?
So much. No, I think that's it.
All right.
Yay.
So thank you for watching and listening to Makeup Breakups and Martinis. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to your major podcast. And cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
I would cheers.
We have
but
another
I know.